people, they literally went from saying, oh my God, he's a bad man. God must have got him. Fate must have got him. You know, he escaped the sea, but you can't escape fate, or you can't escape vengeance from the gods. Okay? He gets bit, slings the snake off into the fire. They still see him walking around, and he doesn't swell. You know, he's not lightheaded. He doesn't drop dead or any of those things. And so now the people say, you got to be a god, okay, to not have a snake like that bite you and you don't fall ill to it. He had a fever, and he was bleeding out of his eyes. He was bleeding out of his nose, you know, bleeding out of all of the holes in his body. They call it a bloody flux, okay? And this usually is something that would happen before a person would die. Paul then comes in and lays hands on this man, and the Lord heals his body, all right? Verse 9 says, so when this was done, others also which had disease in the islands came and were healed. Again, Paul goes from being shipwrecked, okay, being cold and all this stuff, to now being in a position and being in a place now where he is ministering to the people. He got bit by a snake, slung the snake off. Then he walks in and sees the chief father who was laying sick of a bloody flux, which is a pretty drastic way to die, you know. And then he lays hands on him, and then he gets healed. And then all of a sudden now, other people come also to the Paul. Now Paul has gotten a crowd of people that have come to be ministered to, all right? And now, again, what is all of this? How come Paul didn't freak out when he was being shipwrecked? How come Paul didn't freak out, you know, when he's got a viper, one of the most poisonous vipers in the world, a kaboom viper, which is what many people believe it was, latched onto his hand? How come he didn't walk around there holding his hand and say, oh my God, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Walking and walking, and then he sees a sick man, and he comes and lay hands on him, you know, and why wasn't he afraid? Because, let's say you say, I'm coming to pray for you, this chief, or the chief's father. He lays hands on the man, and the man dies. These people are already superstitious, all right? They literally could have said, man, you killed my father.